All right, Mom, let's listen to Vegan Idiot. He's going to review my video of his idiot video.
Are these all the same stories? Yeah. Oh yeah, Mine Context. That was a funny post by Avi. Yeah, it's fucking crazy how anti-Semitism is, like, officially promoted by the faculty. Thanks for the donation though, Ben.
Understand me? And I love the part where he thinks he actually knows something. You're born with instincts to survive. You are not born with knowledge. You are a human. Listen, you need to understand. You need to accept this fact, vegan slave. You are a human. You do not know anything. And you are not better than anybody else. And nobody else knows anything either. And neither do I. I don't know anything. Don't listen to me. This is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm a human being. I don't know anything. Just like you. You know nothing.
Cancer earlier on in life. And you
But of course he could pretend he's knowing something like he does in all his videos. He pretends.
will not believe how he came to the idea of eating such a terrible diet. You probably
And what's so terrible about not being nutrient deficient and not having to go see a dentist, a doctor, anything, and improving your health? What is so bad about that? Oh, I know.
The only study in existence on the actual carnivore diet shows that people who've been on the carnivore diet, even for a short period of time, rapidly increase their coronary artery calcium scores. So again, the only study, it's a self-reported cross-sectional study out of Harvard. They found that people on the carnivore diet rapidly increased their coronary artery calcium score. So it gives you heart disease. And again, we have plenty of research on, what red meat does for your health. Increases the risk of cancer, increases the risk of heart disease. It also seems to lower life expectancy. Switching red meat with practically any other food, that includes chicken, fish, grains, root vegetables, fruits, like switching it out with any other food seems to be beneficial for health. So that's why it's bad.
That's funny because in the community section, it's posted there. They just recently posted a report. It was in the news. It says that meat starves cancer and tumors. What the fuck is he talking about? He can't even follow the right literature, this brain dead vegan slave.
Let's see, Tim donated $2 to debunk the scripter. Let me see.
He's making that shit up.
Read, we are generating very low level of motor activity in our throat. That is, we are speaking the words that we are reading at a level below the perception of sound or our own perception of those words. But if one were to put an amplifier to measure the firing of those muscles in our vocal cords, we'd find that as we're reading information, we are actually speaking that information.
I don't know what there is to debunk or why you
I have no idea what that guy was talking about. I don't even like that guy.
care.
Here are the best plants that you can buy to improve the air quality in your living area and the type of air filter you want to get to improve the air quality.
I don't care.
The approximately 40-page document, which the Israeli authorities codenamed Jericho Wall, outlined point by point exactly the kind of devastating invasion that led to the deaths of about 1,200 people. It's a sad day when I'm very, very Gaza.
Is this just a compilation of all the anti-Semitic shit she's been posting? I saw Destiny made a video about her. She's a dumb bitch. I'm not gonna go through 35 minutes of dumb bitch shit. Thanks for the donation, Tim.
It's so bad on the industry, money, right?
North Iman Gaji, he's been blowing up on YouTube. Last year, I ended up going to Dubai and staying with him for a few days. And I wasn't expecting this because I was like really much into like bodybuilding and I had been lifting, eating loads of carbs and everything. And I ended up doing a workout with him.
Yes, everybody gets into eating carbs, and then they end up like this. They eat tons and tons of carbs, and then they end up like this here. They end up coming in trained now. They're not untrained anymore. When they first come into the gym, they're untrained, and then they come in now. They're trained individuals, and then their muscles are largely attributed to sarcoplasmic hypertrophy because that is glycogen loading ATP. It's an energy source.
So you have, like you'd expect in the short term, like within a 6-week period, the majority of hypertrophy experienced to be sarcoplasmic. It takes a long time to actually build muscle structure. So if you were to study them for a longer period of time, say rather than 6 weeks, 3 or 4.
He hasn't even waited till I was finished seeing the report. I love when he starts making up stuff about, making muscle structure. Duh. If you waited, it reaches an MND size limit. What structure? It's over after newbie gains, man. 3 weeks and it's gone. I got another report. It'll show you within 2-3 weeks it goes down, 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 and then that muscle damage is gone. Gone.
Times that you'd start to see them build actual new muscle tissue.
So you're gonna magically see them. The body tells you it doesn't want to put any more on because the satellite cell is beyond where it can donate any extra nuclei to that domain to support any more growth. It hit a ceiling limit. What the fuck are you talking about? Are an endurance athlete because the repeated bout effect protects muscle from repeated bouts after the untrained muscle gets an influx of the the satellite cells. When you first come into the gym. When you first come into the gym, you're untrained. First train satellite cell fusion. You get a fusion, you get the hypertrophy, so you get hyperplasia, hypertrophy, and then you atrophy, retrain. You don't get them anymore because it reached a myonuclear domain size limit. It reaches a muscle reaches a myonuclear domain
What does this have to do with anything I said in the video?
Size limit, where the progenitor MND size has a ceiling limit during hypertrophic process, beyond which extra myonuclei are donated by the progenitor satellite cell to support further muscle growth. See, you can't support it no more. Bingo. It's ended there. And so what does it do?
Well, I mean...
duh. I'm so stupid because I'm a vegan gains. I don't understand how to read fucking scientific reports. He fucked me. It was right. I didn't know.
There's no known ceiling to how much muscle you can grow.
No, they made that up, right, vegan slave? There's no known ceiling how much real muscle you can put on. You want to make a bet there is. That's why nobody's gaining any muscle. That's why all the newbies are saying, I reached my newbie gains. It's a what do you call it? It's a genetic limit and all that. It's instinctual, you fool.
There is adaptive resistance, and,
No, that's not adaptive resistance. It's called a repeated bout effect phenomena. That damage goes down like it said there in that report, and it moves into type 1 motor units to protect itself. So you chronically lifting are an endurance athlete. And what is endurance? Glycogen loading. What is that? Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Just like it says there. Are you too stupid to read or what?
Muscle growth does slow down, but there's...
Slow down? Man, it takes a life of its own, duh. What do you mean slow down? Those nuclei synthesize protein. Without any more of them, you're born with a set of myofibers, these myofibrils. You don't get any more. You get an influx when you're untrained, that's it, because you're a trained athlete now, duh.
No evidence that you can't build any more muscle after...
No, I didn't say you couldn't overcome the myonuclear domain size limit. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Why the fuck should I?
A certain period of time.
It takes a life of its own, called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. What is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy? I tell everybody on my channel, man, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is a type of artificial muscle growth, broski.
What does he mean, artificial?
See that? It's a type of artificial muscle growth, just for the visual.
What does he mean, artificial?
What does he mean? I can't read English. What does he mean, artificial? It says you train the muscle for no other reason than to visually increase the size by increasing the amount of fluid it can hold. Oh, what does he mean? What does he mean? You mean what does Google mean? Duh, what a fucking idiot.
What is artificial about it?
Effects.
What is artificial about it? Because it's fluid, making the muscle bigger and not real muscle? It's not based on protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown? Duh.
Fluid. That's what it is, man. Yeah, man. See that? Refers to the fluid that it holds.
Yes,
Can make the
okay.
muscles
I don't know what
appear
this
larger,
has
but
to do
does
with
not
my
increase
video.
strength. There's no strength.
Fucking stop talking, let me finish fucking speaking, you idiot. You imbecile. It refers to the increase in volume and fluid. It doesn't make muscles appear large. It makes muscles appear larger, but it does not increase strength, you idiot. So how could it be real muscle? That's what's artificial. If it doesn't increase strength, it's artificial. It's fluid that you hold, it's glycogen. Glycogen doesn't build muscle. Protein does, you fool.
There. So he may look big. That's why they always like, oh, I get it bigger, but I didn't get it stronger. I got it stronger, but I didn't get it bigger, because now his lifts, he's training for what? Androgen receptor strength controls the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. What are these? These are adaptations, because you're not building any more muscle. So let a nigga cook.
Man, he's probably fucking cooking in his boots right now. Going, what the fuck? I've been training for androgen receptor and fluidic muscles made out of glycogen. He can't handle the truth. That's what happens to everybody. The moment the real literature hits them, they just fucking, they can't handle the truth, man. He's getting nuts.
Sure. I'll let an N-word cook. Thanks for that donation, Frank Tefano.
Because it needs to carry you through a famine, because he's so artificial, he doesn't understand that the body hasn't evolved at that point. It still fucking works like the way it works in fucking nature, bro. Get it? It gotta carry you through a famine. It's not gonna give you no more muscle, you moron. So you get a receptor, and then those receptors, why didn't you get more of them? For the force production, like it says down here, for force production. Without them, they go away. So yeah, and it's not responsible for the mass. A stronger is not going to get you bigger, because it's not responsible for the mass of the limb muscle. So if you get a bigger and you didn't get a stronger, or I got a stronger but I didn't get a bigger, get it, man? Because of that, that's why. So anyways, just to clear that up really quick, now let's go back to this video, man.
This guy's so delusional, bro.
I am delusional. Yeah, those reports are fake. You're delusional because you can't handle the truth, motherfucker. Because you're a vegan fucking slave.
I'm gonna be totally honest, he loves the fuck out of me. We went on bench press.
That was the best he could do to rebuttal that information that I posted. I'm delusional. How could I be delusional? You mean NCBI's delusional? I'm simply posting real information, but I'm delusional. So let me get this straight. So I wrote these fake PubMed reports, therefore I'm delusional, right? Yeah, okay.
And he did one normal set, and then he stuffed 115 kilograms on the bar and did it for 3 reps. I was like, fuck, that's actually pretty good. Like, and it was just...
Yeah, he practiced, again, this individual too, him as well, like vegan slave, they all practice at lifting because they didn't build any muscle to actually be good at lifting it. See, an ape, he could bench press 4,000 pounds. An ape can bench press 4,000 pounds without practicing, and he has the strength of 20 men. What? Because he has more muscle fibers. Duh.
Yes, that is correct. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, because he doesn't have to practice at lifting heavy weight. A human is not a gorilla. Yeah, I am. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to practice at this strength. You get what they call androgen receptors. You understand me? They're responsible for the strength. So they widen and you get more of them as an adaptation when you lift that weight. It isn't based on getting more muscles. Your body needs to carry you through a famine.
But you got to practice at it. So you're a slave to the androgen receptors. Because in 10 days, if you don't come in the gym, they start...
Nobody.
That's right. You're a slave to androgen receptor strength. Because if you don't come in the gym after 10 days, those receptors, they start to go, bro. That lift is gone.
Move. If you make any stupid moves, you will hurt yourself and the animals and Jasmine. Just stay quiet. We are going back to the airport.
Alright, well, thanks for the warning. Appreciate the donation, MA.
Are going away. So it's fake strength.
How weird that this guy was.
Like, what does he mean, fake strength?
It's based on androgen receptor strength. It isn't based on having, how should I put it? It isn't based on muscular strength like the gorilla. He doesn't have to practice at benching 4,000 and having the strength of 20 men. Get it, men? His strength is based on myofibrillar strength and not androgen receptor strength like it said there in the report. Can you not read, man? Is this guy like so stupid? Like he's so hurting, man. So he's got to make a stupid video and well, it's delusional. These reports are delusional. It's fake. It's this. He just makes up stuff. He never disproved anything I posted.
Like, yeah, if you don't exercise, you're gonna lose muscle mass and some of the nervous system adaptations you've made.
No, if you don't exercise, you'll lose some of the gains you make. Yeah, because your body doesn't see that as being your own. It wants to return to its homeostasis for sure. That's why you're a weak motherfucker.
And strength is gonna go down, but what is artificial about anything? Like, the same thing would happen to a gorilla. Like, if a gorilla was bedridden, it's going to become, its muscles are going to atrophy.
If he's bedridden, what are you talking about? Nobody's bedridden here, man. This guy's fucking exercising. And a gorilla, he doesn't have to exercise. He can bench press 4,000 and he has the strength of 20 men. What does bedridden have to do with anything? Are you stupid? If bedridden...
and then it's not going to be able to lift as much.
Anybody bedridden, sick, is going to be weak. What the fuck are you talking? What does this have to do with anything? Man... And even if he wasn't bedridden anymore, he'd be fucking stronger than you anyways.
Much. I don't know what point he's trying to make here. This doesn't...
What point am I trying to make? You have to practice at it. A gorilla doesn't have to practice. What part do you not understand, vegan slave? You speak English, man?
Seem relevant to the fucking video.
Man, he's so hurting inside. He just needs to be right about everything. You haven't disproved anything that I said, other than opening your pie hole, your vegan slave mouth.
This life wasn't about fitness and mine wasn't the time.
I forgot to tell you, the reason why it goes into type 1 and it goes to sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is because the repeated bout effect protects muscle from repeated bouts of muscle damage. That's why that domain ends. It ends because it's protected from any more damage. Get it, man? It's over. And then it moves into slow twitch motor units. It recruits these slow twitch motor units. What are those? Type 1. So what do you get? That sarcoplasmic, like you saw there, these guys, sarcoplasmic, because you are an endurance trainer now. You're endurance training.
Nothing he's saying right now makes any fucking sense. He's just...
Why don't you prove I'm not making any sense? What's not making sense exactly?
saying words.
I'm saying words. I'm using reports. I'm not using words. You're the guy, you're the idiot that's using words. You're just hurting, man. Because those reports are fucking devastating, you motherfucker.
Tim donated $2. You fucking vegan retard. Oats are bad. JK, love you, vegan gains.
That's right. Oats are bad, you motherfucker.
Let me see.
Your breakfast versus my breakfast. Your breakfast starts with oatmeal. Oats are a grain. Grains are seeds.
That's right. Grades are seeds.
Okay. Who cares?
Seeds are highly defended. They are full of...
They're full of cyanide and shit. And anyways, they don't work, man. They're so crap. They're so processed at this point. You're just a vegan slave. Your whole life.
Plant defense chemicals Plants must do this if they want to survive and pass their DNA to the next generation. In the case of oats, oats are full of phytic acid, a substance that chelates, that bites minerals and prevents their absorption.
So there's plenty of research on this on humans. Phytates seem to improve mineral absorption. One of the hypotheses behind this is that your body just
Bullshit, man. Plants are full of toxins. It's all crap.
makes adaptations to improve absorption when phytates are present. That's why they gave phytate.
Don't listen to Vegan Slave. He's making this shit up. He's fabricating. If he can't prove what he says, he's fabricating it. You understand me? If he can't prove what he says like I do, he's fabricating it. That's all.
Supplements to people with osteoporosis because it actually seems to
Prove it. I don't see any literature anywhere.
improve bone mineral density.
Oats are also full of digestive enzyme inhibitors. And for you nerds
There you go. He's got some proof there. See?
out there, DPP-4 inhibitors. Oats are total bullshit.
I am bigger and stronger than you, and I eat oats, so
Yeah, but I bet you do dairy products. That's all. There are people that are bigger and stronger than you out there, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
funny how oats, block nutrient absorption, but you look like an emaciated fucking moron.
And don't even get me started about your silly energy drink. That's complete garbage and full of no significant nutrients that you can't get in more bioavailable forms over here.
This guy literally looks like he's fucking under eating, and then he's talking about
Under eating, he looks very muscular, man. He looks like a lion. He's on a lion diet, bro. You look puffy like you're on the herbivore diet. You look like a herbivore. Keep eating that grass, Vegan Slave.
nutrient absorption.
This is my breakfast. Organs, meat, fruit, honey, and raw dairy. I challenge you to find a more nutrient-rich
115 kilograms or 253 pounds is not much weight.
So you might want to practice doing
I
exercise.
want to see him doing more of my stuff.
This is like face pulls or just external rotation exercises, and then see how your shoulder and stuff.
Okay, here we go.
But thanks for the donation, Vegan Ninja, and thanks, Elroy Jetson.
The guy's all over the place.
Saladino's face looks old, wrinkled, and deteriorated and mentions defense chemicals in every video, assuming that's the boogeyman of bad health. Hopefully.
Don't worry, I can't wait to see Vegan Slave in a couple of years. He's going to be posted on all these vegan sites. They're going to be picking at his face soon, too. But like I said, he's probably cheating on, he's probably like Blaha eating fucking carnivore products.
He chokes on raw meat and slowly loses oxygen until he ceases to exist.
Yeah, or maybe drowns surfing, or slips on his bathtub and cracks his skull open or something. Anything that results in him not being with us anymore. Thanks for the donation, though, Majin Buu.
And so you're eating carbs and they're loading in there. They're both endurance training. The only difference is he's eating this energy source, and that is enhancing your performance for endurance. Yeah, so you can keep.
The main energy source for anaerobic activity, like weight training, is carbohydrate.
Performing like a circus act.
His life wasn't about fitness and mine wasn't the time. It was outlifting me, and the same thing with deadlift.
Carnivore can give you somewhat of an endurance as well, but it runs on animal fat because mitochondria run better on animal fat than they do on fucking drugs called sugar, bro. Get it?
Well, that's just clearly not true.
Yeah, it's true. Why don't you disprove what I just said, bro?
Preferred energy source of your body is carbohydrate.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It corrupts your. It's not. It corrupts your mitochondria. That's what it does. That's why it runs better on animal fat, because you're made up of animal cells.
That's why all the top athletes, they eat a carbohydrate-rich diet.
No, not all of them, man. There's many on an animal-based diet. They got smart, even runners. They run on animal fat. They found it's a lot better. That pump will confuse you when you're running and your legs get pumped up. You don't want that.
Deadlift was like 20 or 30 kilograms.
There's no pumps on carnivore diets when you work out in gyms. You understand me? If like this guy says that, oh, there's no limit to muscle building. Okay, well, if protein synthesis needs to exceed this breakdown to build muscle, then eat protein and go to a gym and work out without any carbs and see what happens. See if you could build those fucking muscles, bro, if you're such a brainchild.
They get corrupted over time by the sugar, by these vegan diets.
I was high in the beach, and I was really surprised. And I asked them, okay, tell me, like, what did you do for this? I wasn't expecting this. He said there was two things. He said it was the carnivore diet, and he said it was the CrossFit workouts. And it was a guy who didn't even eat carbs, who was outlifting me. So Iman was actually the person who kind of enlightened me when it came to understanding what the carnivore diet is. So Hamza got the idea to follow a...
Because he's a slave too. He doesn't even know what your natural diet is, because they can't think outside the realm of natural, because they've been enslaved in these zoos called cities like this slave.
My traps look pretty goddamn huge. Yeah, I moved away from doing
You look small to me, man. You just look really puffy, full of water.
a lot of shoulder shrugs to doing more upright rows, and I think
Yes, keep eating more carbs and building more of these sarcoplasmic muscles where you're and then pretend. I don't know what he means by artificial. How could fluid be artificial? Oh, it's not based on protein? Oh, is that how muscles built?
it's paying off. I think upright rows are better exercise for developing traps.
Here, vegan slave.
Oh, see, rows build traps. See, exercise builds traps. I thought protein builds traps. This is the bullshit that you get from this clown.
He's such a slave to everything, this guy, man. He's crazy.
Carnivore diet because he saw a guy bench 115 kilograms for 3 reps. That's only 253 pounds. Hate to break it to you, Hams.
He's talking about his body size and weight and what he's doing, that's all. Because he's a slave like you.
But you're a weakling, okay? Most people can bench
Most people can bench press what?
press more than you.
No, they can't. Nobody can. Nobody. If anybody...
So what I meant by that is most people who are actually serious about lifting, so...
Again, people who have to train. Again. The majority of people out there can't bench that. See what I mean? You have to train to do it. Now I'm trying to tell you, gorillas don't have to train at benching 4,000 and having the strength of 20 men. Neither does a tiger, bro. Get it?
I would say people who consistently go to the gym 3 times or more per week.
They could bench press 315 without practicing, then they're strong. But if you gotta practice at lifting something, you're not good at those. You're not strong. It's really simple. You can't outbench a monkey. He doesn't have to practice at doing 4,000-pound bench press.
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
It has to do a lot because all animals in the kingdom, they don't have to practice. They're born strong. Get it? You are born weak, and so you see yourself as feeble. So you have to go to this man-made place and lift man-made iron called the gym. And you're on an unnatural diet, which makes you weak, because that's what vegan slave diets do. Slave diets make you weak, bro.
For monkeys, I guess. Because you're weak. 115 kilograms or 253 pounds is not much weight. That is not an impressive lift. You know how much
How much can you lift without practicing, vegan slave? Yes, show us without practicing how much you were able to lift when you...
I don't know what he means without practice, because at this point I've had years of practice with a lift, so...
I mean, your natural lift, your natural body, without practicing at doing anything. What part do you not understand, man?
I can't demonstrate an unpracticed bench press. That's impossible at this point.
It's very possible. Go away for quite a while, at least a couple of months or something. So those androgen receptors go away, those fake receptor strength. And then go and let's see how much you could bench.
Like for certain rep ranges, I could show you without practice, well, at least without recent practice. Like, I've been doing mostly sets of 8 to 10, actually exclusively sets of 8 to 10 for the last year.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being untrained. I'm talking about untraining yourself and coming back, and let's see how much you could bench, what your natural strength is. I'm not talking about trained. I'm talking about you natural. This is unnatural what you're doing to your body, and the food that you eat is unnatural. Get it, man? It's artificial. I want to see you naturally lift that 315, whatever.
And I just recently switched to sets of 5, and I was still able to get 315 for 3 sets of 5.
Again, I'm not talking about being practiced. I'm talking about being untrained, motherfucker.
You first came in the gym. Zero. I bet you could barely do 100 pounds. You were such a weakling. Because you're human. Humans are weak.
Can bench for 3 reps. 300 and...
No, you can't. You had to practice at lifting 315 pounds. Show us you without practicing how...
So, if you can bench 340 for reps, you can't bench 340 for reps because you practiced benching 340 for reps.
I want to know what you look like benching that natural, not trained.
Therefore, you didn't do it because you practiced it.
I didn't say you didn't do it. I said you had to practice to get there. Animals don't have to practice at being strong.
Logic.
How much you can lift, you motherfucker? You fucking liar.
40 pounds. So I can bench almost 100 pounds more than your carnivore boy.
Fuck you, man. No, you can't. You couldn't fucking lift 100 pounds if your fucking life depended on it without practice.
There's literally video footage of me doing it, and he's saying I can't.
I said, no, I didn't say that. I said, literally, you had to practice at doing it, so you're lying.
Practicing. You fucking...
He's just hurting. I just said it right there, practicing.
You fake, man. You liar.
My buddy over there. But guess what diet I follow?
How long did it take you to get those adaptations and androgen receptors to lift that fucking weight? Tell us the truth, man. How many years did it take you, motherfucker? You fucking lie, man. You're full of shit.
Sure as hell isn't the carnivore diet. I've been vegan.
Oh, sure isn't the carnivore diet. Oh, you mean those fake muscles you're carrying, that fake bloatness, that fake sarcoplasmic muscle that you have. Look at his face. He doesn't know the difference of what's giving him strength, what I just proved. Myocytic androgen receptor controls strength, but not the mass.
For 13 years, I eat tons of soy. I eat tofu almost every single...
Yes, you eat a slave diet, and so that's why you're putting it on. Why do you think they fed slaves bread, carbohydrates? Because they found it was an energy source to make them work hard.
That's right. They gave them an energy source to work harder than the last time. It's like a drug. Sugar is a drug. That's why they have everybody enslaved on drugs, bro, in the whole fucking city. Don't you even notice that? Everywhere you go, it's fucking chocolate bars, sugar, drinks, everywhere. To keep you enslaved and keep you working. Keep the slave population working, bro.
So he's saying bread is good for you because it gives you energy and lets you work harder?
Yeah, it gives you, it's a drug. It converts to sugar in your body. Bread converts to sugar. It's a drug and makes you work like crazy. Yeah, it pushes the body is not meant to do that. On a carnivore diet, just like a lion, they eat meat and then they sleep and relax a lot. Well, the government, they know that. They don't want that. So they give you these drugs. Like, it's even bread. They know that these carbohydrates convert to sugar in your body. And they push you to keep working like a slave, bro. They wear you out. That's the whole point.
And I'm pretty sure it's not just slaves that ate bread. Pretty sure everybody ate bread.
No. They fed it. The elites ate meat. The elites eat meat, bro. They fed the slaves bread.
Harder than the last time to enhance their performance so they can keep working like good little slaves. Because on meat, just plain meat, you're not going to get a lot of that. And can't tell you how.
So our natural diet makes you weak and less energetic. Okay.
No, I just said if you were just on pure protein and then you weren't eating enough animal fat, let's just say, for example. They're not going to just feed you meat, man. They're going to feed themselves meat to stay healthy. They're going to feed you that to push you as a slave.
Not really.
You think they didn't figure all these things out? That sugar and this stuff converted, it gave you a high type of high energy, keep you working like a good slave?
Really interested in following our natural diet then.
Much fat they were eating in the past when they were eating their natural diets. But when humans started enslaving people, they fed them a slave diet, like what you're eating, bread and shit and all that. Yeah, man.
Day, and I can bench almost 100 pounds more than a guy that you think is strong.
Well, give him a chance to practice at it. How about you?
He has been practicing. He's fucking lifting. What are you talking about?
You let him practice to get up to your weight, and then let's see if he could bench the same weight that you do at a lower body weight, and you at a heavier body weight with sarcoplasmic fluid.
So, that guy, E-Man, he's like...
The Gym Reaper absolutely destroys vegan gains with a 700-pound bench press.
There you go. Vegan gains gone. The guy benched it with 700 pounds bench press.
Okay. This guy's a genetic freak, and he's also on steroids, so...
Oh, yeah. Now everybody's on steroids all of a sudden, right? Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, like, that's a crazy bench, but he's also not natural and also, like, freak.
I don't know that. Maybe he's a mesomorph for all we know. Look how big he is. Fuck.
Genetics, so...
So he's a mesomorph. That's his genetics. Okay.
I don't know what I'd be able to bench if I actually hopped on steroids.
Why don't you find out and go hop on some steroids and then tell us?
I think eventually I will hop on steroids and just see what I can do. But, yeah. It's not
See what you could do and then eventually destroy your health down the line.
really a fair comparison. Thanks for the donation, though, dude.
Sometimes when I see thugs and thieves doing stupid shit, I say racist things in my heads. I feel bad afterwards cause I think of my black friends and how much black culture has influenced North America. Am I racist? Doesn't this also piss black people off?
I don't know. Who fucking cares, dude? As long as you treat people the same way, it doesn't really matter. Thanks for the donation, dude. Yeah, that guy E-Man, he's like 5'8". I'm 6'3". I'm like half a foot fucking taller than him. Why would you expect me to be able to lift more than him at the same fucking body weight when, like, there's already a height difference involved?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying giving him a chance to practice at getting up to that weight or that bench that you have.
Which doesn't increase the strength. How about that, vegan slave? How about that, vegan slave? Let's do that competition.
You don't know what strength is because you're a weak...
We know what strength is. You want to know what it is? It's this. This is the strength that you're after because you're a slave. It's called androgen receptors control the strength, but not the mass of the limb muscles. When they took that away, guess what happened? That's it, disappeared. Because AR controls pathways required for maximum force production. That's what they discovered, bro. And that's science, real science, not pseudoscience.
Wrong. You don't know what strength is because you're a weakling. You don't know how
Neither do you.
to train. You work out...
You're a weakling.
Your body gives you an adaptation of these receptors by giving you more of them and widening them as well so that that molecule has somewhere to bind to it.
You're a weakling too, man. Plus you're sick on that vegan diet.
Like a and you don't know what masculinity actually is. So what do you...
He may not know what masculinity is, but neither do you, bro. I'm telling you.
What do you think is going to happen now? Hamza initially went on a carnivore diet because he was impressed that somebody could bench 250 pounds for 3 reps. Wow, so strong, right? So if he sees me, a vegan, bench 304...
I doubt that you're 100% vegan. I really doubt that. You'd already be part of the compilation right now if you were.
And you were making a video about Blaha recently, about him. You've been revering him for his stupid-ass video with against the carnivore diet, whatever, veganism and all that. You forgot to look to his videos. He's a liar. He eats carnivore diet. You understand me? He eats animal products. Eggs, meat, fucking cheese, and I don't know, yogurts, Greek yogurts and shit. I bet you eat animal products too. I bet you...
I've been hearing this a lot.
That's right. You can't handle the truth, man.
Lately from people. They either accuse me of being on steroids or lying about being vegan or both. No, not on steroids, and I eat a completely plant-based diet, no animal products.
I really doubt that. You'll run out of your stores, man. These nutrient stores, they'll run out. You'll be like that vegan compilation soon on my community section. I didn't think I'd be making this video. Everything's falling apart.
I don't know how I'd go about proving that, but just bizarre.
You drink milk and probably eat yogurts and shit, bro. This guy's full of shit.
The last thing I'd fucking eat is yogurt. It's fucking disgusting. I can't even eat plant-based yogurt.
40 pounds, almost 100 pounds more. Do you think he's going...
I doubt those synthetic fake supplements are sustaining you, man. They're not even regulated by the industry. It's all garbage. It's got oxalates in there too, man. You know sugar's got oxalate in it. It's got fucking all this toxic poison. Yes. You know, when you're young, your body can handle a lot because it's just trying to keep you alive. But the accelerated aging will take off so fast.
Right, accelerated aging. That's why vegans live longer, because we have accelerated aging.
When you hit 40, it's going to make your head spin. You're just going to go, what happened here?
to go on a vegan diet because he's interested in getting strong? No, of course not. Because the reason...
He's interested in getting better at lifting something. You're not getting stronger. If you're not building muscle fibers, which that domain, it ended at 15, and then you get it one more time when you're untrained. If you're not getting more muscle fibers, you are not getting stronger. I don't give a shit what you say, man. You're full of shit, bro. You're just getting...
What does he think strength is? I'd love for him to actually define strength. Because, strength is just simply defined as the amount of weight you can lift.
That's right. Naturally. Without practicing something artificially. Not creating artificial strength. You being natural, your natural strength. That's what I'm talking about. Like every animal out there, they don't go to gyms. They don't have to practice. A gorilla doesn't have to practice at benching 4,000. He just can't do it off the bat. And he's got the strength of 20 men. That's what I'm talking about. But you're so unnatural. You can't understand that because you're so untouched with nature that anytime I talk to you about something natural, you come back with a rebuttal of artificial shit, bro, get it? Because you're such an artificial, even your diet's artificial, vegan, it's all made up, it's all fake, it's not of nature.
So...
I asked you, what would you be eating in nature if you lived out there? What would you be eating? Huh? All these fruits and vegetables that are engineered by man, they can't be found out in nature. You understand me? Those. I'm not saying that there's nothing out there. There's some stuff out there, tubers and shit and whatever people were eating before when they were starving. Those are survival foods. I'm talking about I want to know what you'd be eating out in nature. What would you be eating out there? You tell us. And don't tell us anything artificial, okay? You're going to go shopping at Walmart.
Through whatever means you can lift more weight, you've gotten stronger.
Getting better at maintaining...
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what can you do naturally. Your natural strength, man. What part do you not understand? You're so... God, this guy's so unnatural. He can't even understand anything natural. What the fuck?
Those androgen receptors for that force production, that's it.
He went on the carnivore diet. Has nothing to do with having an interest in getting strong.
If you can't go away 5 years from now and come back and bench press that same weight 5 years later, just coming back to a gym, let's say you take off 2 years or something, you come back, and you can't bench press that 315, then you're weak. It's really simple. If you can't keep going away, coming back, and bench pressing that same weight, you're weak. And I know you're
bizarre.
weak because you're filled with sarcoplasmic fluid, bro. You just have a bunch of newbie gains, and you're practiced at these fucking...
Yes, practicing a lift makes you stronger at the lift.
I didn't say practicing at anything. Animals don't have to practice out there, man. They don't go to gyms, bro. Get it? They have natural power. I want to see your natural power.
It's just confusing he's clearly talking about something other than strength.
It's confusing. He's talking something other than strength. He's talking natural, something I do not understand. My slave brain can't compute natural because I live in such an unnatural, artificial environment. I've been enslaved here, eating a slave diet called vegan diet and defending everything that's artificial in this artificial world called the city.
You're a slave to these androgen receptors for that forced production. I know it is. Everybody is in the fitness industry because it's fake. It's built on lies.
Wrong, and seeing strong people eat that diet. He just saw a jackass eating nothing but steak and bacon all day and figured, yum, I want to eat that garbage too. Again, it logically followed.
Yeah, steak and bacon is garbage, but toxins and sugar is great. So being drugged by the government on an artificial diet, them drugging you 24 hours with sugar, refined sugar.
I love how he talks about toxins. Like, red meat is classified as a type 2 cancer-causing carcinogen.
No, it's not. It's in the community section. I posted it there. It already came out a while ago. It says that meat was found to starve cancer and tumors. So he's making this shit up, man. Get it, bro? Unless he can prove it.
There's things like NEU 5G, if he's so worried about toxins, why isn't he worried about red meat?
Look, man, it's like this. If the industry has to fight and try to tell you that something so healthy for you is so bad, it's kind of obvious. It's good for you. You understand me? They have to put down something that is so good for you because it's beating them, because their diet is deficient, is garbage. Vegan diets are deficient in nutrients and they're toxic and they're full of sugar, bro. That's garbage.
These engineered fruits and vegetables and processed foods is really healthy for you. Yes, you're such a genius. You're a genius, man. Yes, of course. And then you're suffering and then you're supporting the system. Like the dentist, the toilet paper company, the doctors and the health food store and the whatever else, the doctors and all these fucking pharmaceuticals in case you get sick, all these diseases that come out of vegan diet from the deficiencies.
If he's impressed by a 250-pound bench press and he's going to follow that person's diet, wouldn't he be
He was impressed for what he was accomplishing at the moment. That's about it. Which is meaningless.
Especially impressed by 340?
He was more impressed about what he was doing on a carnivore diet as opposed to eating a slave diet. Get it, man?
Pound bench? Wouldn't he want to follow that diet? This has nothing to do...
No, he just simply found that he was eating a slave diet and it was wrong. Yeah.
With wanting to be...
Because everybody here is born in slavery. You're not born in nature.
Strong. This has nothing to do with wanting to be masked.
Yes, your problem. The problem is you see yourself as weak because you're on a weak diet. It makes you weak. And so you think you have to go to the gym and get strong. It's almost insane, man, just thinking about that stupid. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about the Alexa Scraps. Support the channel. Comment down below. Tell me what
He's so hurting right now. He can't handle the truth.
That was retarded.
What's so retarded about it? Vegan diets are deficient in nutrients. Meat is not deficient in any nutrients, so how the fuck could it be bad for you? That just goes to say it all, man. He can't handle the truth. Man, this is retarded. Let's hear what else he has to say. He's gonna say some nasty shit.
Just plain dumb.
Yes.
Saying for...
It's just plain dumb. All the reports that I pulled out, they're all dumb, yes. Everything is fake. You didn't disprove anything.
Many years it had been supporting various charities. And so...
He never disproved anything I said in the video, man. I see you later, man. I gotta go. See you in the next one.